Hi, everyone, and welcome to my review of The Wailing. This is a brand new film from the country of Korea. It's a thriller mystery, but I would also call it a horror film. This movie is centered around a police officer. We get to know him, his wife, his child. He has a daughter, and they live in this small little community. And he does day in, day out activities with his partners, and weird things start to happen in this small little village, especially when a Japanese man comes and there's this weird, mysterious virus or unexplainable situation that starts to happen to some of the locals there. And then it starts to involve this police officer's daughter. And then things get more complicated as this officer of the law starts to investigate and get priests involved and shamans involved and find out where this Japanese man came from, why is he here, and what is going on with his daughter. Now, this is a film that I've been wanting to see for at least a month now, ever since I saw it just randomly show up at the theater. And luckily, I found it really close. It's been playing in theaters for, I think, about 3 weeks now. And I was afraid that I wasn't going to get a chance to see it. But luckily, I did find it finally, and I did watch it. What really shocked me about this movie before seeing it is that I did see the trailer, and I liked the trailer. It was very mysterious, very weird. Didn't know what this film was really about. And also that this film is 2 hours and 35 minutes. So was it going to entertain me for that long, or was I going to be royally bored out of my mind? Though I do love a lot of the films from Korea. I mean, we got some really talented filmmakers there, and some of them have branched over to Hollywood and made some films here as well. But this one looked interesting. It comes from a filmmaker that I've never heard about, though I believe this is his third film. And after watching it, I would like to find his other films and see those someday too. So how did I feel about this movie? Well, I have to say, it did take a while to develop its characters. We get to know this guy and his family and the surroundings, and all these weird, mysterious things start to happen. Murders, people get these weird rashes, there's people set fires. There's all these weird, odd things happening, especially in the first half an hour as I'm just trying to understand what's really going on. And after watching it, I can't say I understood everything. I would say part of that is, the language barrier, maybe the philosophies and mythologies and folklore of these people. I didn't fully understand, but I got a little bit. I don't understand a lot of the religious background of this culture, but I think the filmmakers really tried and succeeded at making a really interesting genre piece. Something that delves into horror and mystery and a little bit of a thriller. Though I felt like the movie was more of a mystery, and there's a lot of interesting horror elements as well too, because you just don't know what's going on with these people. And I feel like even after watching the movie, I still have a lot of questions. I still don't fully understand what I've just witnessed, even though I have to say it left me a little haunted by the end. I wouldn't say scared or frightened, but I have to say it gave me something to think about. I liked the characters. I liked that I don't think I recognized anybody in the film, so that helped in keeping the film have this realism feel to it, because we can't relate to like a certain actor, like, oh my gosh, there's so-and-so, or there's what's her butt, it's like, okay, cool, I know this is a movie, but I felt like with these actors that I didn't know, I felt like they convinced me at what they were doing in the film, who they were and what was being told in the movie as well. So I thought it was solid direction, solid writing, great cinematography. The movie's shot well, it's beautiful, lots of eerie music, lots of great setup and some payoff at the same time. It does leave you with more questions than answers. And if you have a lot of patience, the movie is 2.5 hours, but I felt like it went by really fast. I thought the pacing was done well. I never felt like I wanted it to end. I always felt like I was involved. I feel like with those 2.5 hours, it really had the time to flesh out a good story, give us some interesting characters, and give us something to think about at the end. And I really appreciated that. So I was a little afraid going into this, thinking, okay, it's 2.5 hours. Am I going to want it to be over very, very soon? But I have to say, when it ended, I was like, oh, I can't believe 2.5 hours flew by that fast. Something was really interesting that I observed. I believe I probably was the only white guy in the theater. I think I saw a community of, I like to believe Koreans. I don't exactly know. But it seemed like they were probably enjoying the movie more than I did. And that sometimes there was a group of the audience, I wouldn't say the entire audience, but there was a group of the audience members that were laughing a lot. And I didn't understand why. Because I never felt like the movie was funny. Though this police officer, he's kind of a bumbling idiot a little bit. And he does have a partner, and there's some things that when they get into, that's kind of, I guess you could call it kind of silly, their approach and how they deal with certain things. But there's this element where there's this, I don't want to say horrific thing that happens. And I noticed people were laughing. I don't know if they were laughing because they were scared, or they thought it was stupid, or they thought it was silly. But I was like, this is not a funny moment in the movie. This is surprisingly not a funny moment in the film. So I didn't get a chance to talk to these guys after the movie to find out what was so funny about the film. So this is not a criticism of them on my part. It's just more of an observation. We all experience movies differently, and I was just interested in why, throughout my experience, as I was being, kind of terrified and questioned, and the movie was very interesting and mysterious, why were these people laughing? Just wondering, maybe something I just did not get, maybe something lost in translation. But overall, I thought this movie had mass appeal. I think it deserves a wide audience. And if you get a chance to see it in the theater, let me know in the comment box below what you thought of The Wailing. I imagine most people might see this at home on Blu-ray or on a streaming site of some kind. When you get a chance to see The Wailing, come back, let me know what your thoughts about the movie. But overall, I thought this was a pretty great film. And for that, I am going to give The Wailing, I'm going to give it 3.5 stars out of 4.
Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and share this video. And also, please check out these amazing movie websites. And if you enjoyed this review, please click here to subscribe to my channel, and also please check out all my recent reviews right here on YouTube. Have a great day, live film, find peace, happiness, and harmony in anything and everything you do, and I'll talk to you at my next movie review.